Hello everybody and welcome back to the Path to Carcosa. Before we begin, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click the notification bell to be notified when I post a new video. It really helps out the channel. With that out of the way, today we are going to be playing Scenario 7, Black Stars Rise. Alright, let's get this show on the road. Let's draw some opening hands, shall we? So for Yorick's opening hand, we have Overpower. Look what I found, Bandolier, Schaffners, and a Vicious Blow. We're definitely keeping the Schaffners so that we can use Geared Up with that. The question is, do we also keep the Bandolier? I'm thinking we might. Yeah, let's try this out. So we're going to keep 2 cards and draw 3 more. So we can't have the man. We have Overpower, Chainsaw, and a Backpack. Okay, Schaffners plus Backpack plus Bandolier honestly sounds pretty sick. That's pretty good. All right, now for Minh. Going to draw her 5 cards. Shortcut, Perception, Cryptic Research, Necronomicon, and the Archaic Glyphs. That's actually very, very good. I think I'll toss the Shortcut and the Perception and look for some other assets. Another Archaic Glyphs and a Eureka. That's probably really good. Cryptic Research is going to do some huge work there, I think. Alright, let's begin with the story. I'm going to zoom in here. Scenario 7, Black Stars Rise. The island commune of Mont Michel lies off the northwestern coast of France. It is beautiful, elegant, and enigmatic, a place out of a fairy tale. Only this tale is one of horrors and madness. During low tide, you would be able to reach the island on foot by crossing the tidal causeway that emerges from the sea. However, by the time you reach the coast, the tide is much higher than you'd anticipated. Dark clouds cover the sky, and a distant crash of thunder signals the start of the oncoming storm. You find a boat whose captain is willing to take you to the island, and prepare for the ritual to come. Check campaign log if Ashley Clark is listed under VIP's interview. We did not, so we skipped to setup. Gather all cards from the following encounter sets: Black Stars Rise, Evil Portents, Byakhee, Inhabitants of Carcosa, The Stranger, Dark Cult, and Ancient Evils. These sets are indicated by the following icons. Be aware that some cards from the Black Stars Rise encounter set have multiple versions, some with the Flood Below encounter set icon on the reverse side, and some with the Vortex Above encounter set on the reverse side. These encounter sets are indicated by the following icons. Let me go grab those. Alright, so we have Black Stars Rise, Evil Portents, Byakhee, Inhabitants of Carcosa, The Stranger, Dark Cult, and Ancient Evils. We just gather all these together, put them to the side. Okay, based on your difficulty level, add the following chaos tokens to the chaos bag for the remainder of the campaign. We are playing on standard difficulty, so we add a -5. So let's put that in the bag. Sort each copy of the following cards into 2 separate piles based on the encounter set icon on their reverse side. Agenda 2A, Let the Storm Rage. Agenda 2C, The Entity Above. Chapel of Saint-Aubert, and Abbey Tower. Let me zoom out for a sec, and let's go grab those. So we have our things here. So we have, okay, so, sorry. There are these 2 copies of Let the Storm Rage. This one is above. This one is below. And then that's there. Then the Entity Above. This is below. This is above. Let me just make sure I'm doing this right. Yes, below, below, above, above. Okay, and then we need, what else do we need? Chapel of Saint-Aubert. Where are you? Where are you? Okay. This is below. This is above. Abbey Tower that's above. That's below. Okay. Let me just make sure that all of the icons are the same. Above, above. Good. Below, 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 below. Okay. So, I've been trying to figure out how I want to do this. And I think the best way that I think I can come up with this is, let me make sure that both piles are exactly the same in terms of their order. So Chapel of Saint-Aubert first, then Abbey Tower. Okay. And I'm literally just going to do this until I forget. Do I think I remember now? I don't know. I don't think I can remember now. I think this is good enough. Okay, and then we have the dider rule. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5. So this was the second pile. So you should have 2 piles of exactly 4 cards. Each pile should have 1 copy of each of the above listed cards. The cards of the first pile should be blah, blah, blah. Flip over each pile and randomize the 2. Choose one at random. Do not look at the reverse side of any of the cards in either pile and remove the other one from the game. So we're removing the one we're not using, and we are using this one. Okay, and then let me just build out the stuff. So these are our agenda A's on the left side. These are our agenda B's on the right side. Okay, and then we have our locations, and we'll figure those out. Oh, sorry. And then, hold on. What's happening? 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay, right. Those are our acts, and we set those aside. Okay. So, let me zoom back in. This is a pretty complicated setup, so hopefully we do this correctly. This scenario does not have an act deck. Instead, it has 2 agenda decks. One agenda deck is built using agendas 1A, 2A, and 3A. The other agenda deck is built using agendas 1C, 2C, and 3C. Remember to use the versions of agenda 2A and 2C that were randomly chosen earlier. Set the following cards aside out of play. Both act cards, those are these. Beast of Aldebaran, so that's in here. There he is. Each copy of Title Terror. Oh yeah, it's in there. Title Terror. Both copies of Rift Seeker, Cloister, Knight's Hall, Abbey Tower, and Chapel of St. Aubert. Okay. Okay. Abbey Church. So, we still have, okay. Cloister, Knight's Hall, Chapel of St. Aubert, Abbey Tower. Okay, good. Whew. A lot of things going on. Apologies if this is a little bit messy. Okay. Choose one of the 2 Cœur Gothique locations at random and set it aside. Remove the other version from the game. And then we also have choose one of the 2 North Tower locations, Outer Wall, Broken Steps. Put them into play, remove the other versions, then put the remaining locations into play. Okay, so let me zoom back out. I have all of my locations here. And I'm just going to randomize them until we get all the ones we need. This setup is pretty complicated. This one's also a lot easier if you have another person, because then you can randomize, and then have the other person pick again. But I just have to rely on my poor memory, as it were. I think, though, I distinctly do not remember what either side is doing, so it's good. At least for which side was in my hand and whatnot. Okay, so we have Porte de l'Avancée, North Tower, Cœur Gothique, Abbey Church, Outer Wall, Grand Rue. We already have Cœur Gothique. We have Broken Steps. We already have Outer Wall. We already have Northern Tower. We already have Broken Steps. Got it. Okay, so these are all removed from the game. Cœur Gothique is set aside. And then we put which locations into play, all of them. And I think that there's a thing on the other side for this. Yes. Okay, so we have Broken Steps over here. Grand Rue is here. Outer Wall over there. Abbey Church over there. North Tower and Porte de l'Avancée. Okay, so let me just move these around. Gonna need some space over here, so let's put them over here. And also some location connectors, because these ones are pretty weird, I think. So these are all connected to each other. That makes sense. Yep. Okay. So that's done. Let's zoom back in here. Did that. Each investigator searches the collection for a random basic madness, pact, cultist, or detective weakness and adds it to their deck. All right, I'm going to go get those. All right, I have my trusty calculator here. I have counted. We have a total of 15 madness, pact, cultist, or detective weaknesses. So this one is for Yorick. 1. Amnesia. Oh, that's not bad. That's the first one. Okay. And then... Excuse me. We're going to do that again, but 14 for Min. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nihilism. Okay. That's not terrible. That's this one. Okay. Well, that'll be that. Okay, so... Shuffle the remainder of the encounter cards to build the encounter deck. And then I think we also have something else we need to be doing, or to read at least. So let me quickly put this away, and then we can read that. All right, dual agendas. During this scenario, there are 2 agenda decks. One represents a means for you and your allies to open the path to Carcosa, and leads to one of the 2 set-aside act cards. The other represents a means for H-Guy to escape into our world and spells demise for Earth. When playing this scenario, while there are 2 agenda decks in play, players must observe the following additional rules. Whenever one or more doom is placed on the current agenda, the players may decide which of the 2 agendas to place this doom on. Doom on cards other than the 2 agendas, such as enemies, locations, or assets, count towards the doom thresholds of both agendas. Very important. When an agenda advances, doom on the other agenda is not removed. All other doom in play is removed. If the doom thresholds of both agendas are satisfied during the check doom threshold step of the Mythos phase, choose only one agenda to advance. Then, once you have completed advancing that agenda, check the doom threshold of the other agenda and advance it if its doom threshold is still satisfied. Okay. So, I think that is the setup. Holy Jesus, that's a really long setup. But yeah, I need to finish shuffling the encounter cards and sleeving these cards up, so I'll be right back. And we are now ready to begin. With one caveat, I forgot. We do begin at the Porte de l'Avancée. Alright, so let's get this show on the road and read our agendas. Our first one, Agenda 1A, The Tide Rises. Your boat docks at Porte de l'Avancée, but with the rising tide and torrential rain flooding the streets, the boat's captain isn't keen on sticking around. He tells you he will come back for you in the morning. You tell him not to bother. You probably won't be around by then. As a free triggered ability, the investigators spend 1 per clues as a group. Place 1 doom on this agenda. This effect can cause this agenda to advance. Each investigator gains 2 resources. Group limit once per round. And we have Agenda 1C. The ritual begins. Dark storm clouds swirl overhead. A vortex of eldritch energy rages in the center of the storm. The ritual has begun. The gate may appear above the abbey or below it. You must choose which route to pursue and reach the gate before H-Man's agents do. For triggered abilities, investigators spend 1 per clues as a group. Place a doom on this agenda. This effect can cause the agenda to advance. Each investigator draws a card. Group limit once per round. We are playing on standard difficulties. We have 3 skulls, which are a -X. X is the highest amount of doom on an agenda in play. And we have 2 tablets? Yes. Which is reveal another token. If you fail, place 1 doom on each agenda. Ooh. Not big modifiers, but that's still a little scary. Alright, we are starting at Porte de l'Avancée. This gateway serves as an entrance to the Grand Rue during the high tide, when a boat is the only means of reaching the city. 3 shroud, 1 per clues. Double action, move 1 doom from one agenda deck to the other. Then place 2 clues on Porte de l'Avancée from the token bank. And I should note, we also have the Abbey Church over here, connected to the broken steps. It says, the path leading to the Abbey Church is blocked. As an additional cost for you to enter Abbey Church, investigators at broken steps must spend 3 per investigator's clues as a group. You'll have to find a path not blocked by debris and rubble in order to reach the Abbey. This is kind of like our act deck right now. Alrighty then, we're ready to go. York is going to go first, I think, with this insane geared up turn. I think it's going to be pretty sick. Alright, let's start with some Schaffners. So, Schaffners off of geared up costs 1. It has 5 secrets. So dump all of these on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we're going to play Backpack. That is free for us because of geared up. And we search the top 12. 1, 2, 3, 4. For item or 3 item or supplies. So no, 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 no. Yes, 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 no, yes. Okay. So, well, I think we're taking everything except we have 2 Derringers. Okay, we'll take just one of the Derringers then. That's a pretty easy choice. Shuffle those. Those will be attached to the backpack. And honestly, I think is that even a good idea? I have the ability to have two chainsaws in my hands. It's not bad. Sure, let's do it. Okay. So these are under the backpack. We will then play Bandolier for 1 secret off of Schaffners. We will play this chainsaw for 3 secrets off of Schaffners. And it comes in with 3 supplies. And then we will play this chainsaw, which is 1 secret off of Schaffners, 2 off of York himself. Schaffners gets discarded. 4 minus 2 is 2. These are still attached. This has 3 supplies. And I think that will be the end of our geared up turn, because I don't want to play the Derringer. And now we do a excuse me, short supply. So top 10 cards to discard. 1, Cherish Keepsake. Hit me. Derringer. Graveyard Ghouls. Amnesia, that's fantastic. Stand Together. Overpower. Stand Together. Bandages and Bandages. Okay, honestly, not bad. I would have liked to get rid of Fine Prints, but getting rid of Amnesia is pretty good, I think. And that is York's turn. Excuse me. Minh. Oh, I should have done the Cryptic Research. That's fine. Minh is going to play the Necronomicon. And I think she's also going to play the Archaic Glyphs. So this one has 6 secrets. This one has 3 charges. I think we can save the Cryptic Research. And let's move to the Grand Rue. Mont Saint-Michel's main road courses around the abbey, lined with shops and homes for fishermen and farmers. 1 shroud, 1 precludes. After you succeed at a skill test by 1 or less while investigating Grand Rue, place 1 doom on the agenda with the most doom. If they are tied for the most doom, choose 1 to place a doom on. Alrighty, that is their turns. There is no enemies. Let's go straight to upkeep. York will draw the Unscrupulous Loan. That is the best card that we could have seen. Holy shit. And he gains a resource. Minh is going to draw a Magnifying Glass. That's pretty good. That's exactly what we need right now. Let's put a Doom on Agenda 1A for now. And York's first encounter card of the day is Worlds Merge. Revelation tests 3 willpower. If you fail, if Agenda 1C is in play, take a horror and discard a card from your hand. That's totally fine. We're testing it 4 to 3 because of Bandolier. We have a weapon that takes up 2 hand slots. Skull, which is highest amount of Doom -1, we succeed. Good job, York. And Minh was going to draw a Swift Byakhee that just engages with her. Alright, York is going to go first. He's going to play an Unscrupulous Loan. We're running out of space here a little bit. That gives us 10 resources. We're going to set those aside to make sure we don't spend them. He's going to move up here, and he's going to attack the Swift Byakhee. He is 4, 5, 6 to 2. It would be really bad if he failed this. Eureka does not have a combat icon, does it? No. Yeah, okay. 6 to 2. -3, we succeed. The reason I was so worried is because I almost forgot that there is a -5 in the bag now. Is it Schaffner's again? Yes, it is. Play Schaffner's, that costs 2. So we left with 1 over here, and then it has 5 secrets still. Okay, Minh. You're going to fast out a magnifying glass. That's free. I believe that these 2 locations have enough clues for us. So let's go to the outer wall. The outer wall of the city defends it from the wrath of the tides and also from conquering invaders. 4 shroud, 1 per clues. While the current C agenda has more doom on it than the current A agenda, double the number of skill icons and cards committed to skill tests at the outer wall. Waves slam against the stone walls, water spraying onto the pathways above. If you don't act quickly, even these stalwart walls won't be able to stop the rising tide. Victory 1. Oh, that's nice. I'm going to use this cryptic research to have Minh draw 3 cards. Guts, resourceful, and look what I found. Okay, that's pretty cool. So that's 1 action so far. Let's investigate 4-5 to 4. Oh, we don't have the money. Ooh, okay. Second action, gain a resource. Then we will investigate 5 to 4. Perfect. Oh my god, -2. 5 minus 2 is 3. We're going to play Look What I Found. Pretty sick. Get these 2 clues. We fell by 1. Okay. I think she's also going to pick up the magnifying glass, just in case her book pops out. No enemies. Let's go to upkeep. Yorick is going to draw a beat cop, level 2. That's pretty sick. I want to play that as soon as I can. Minh is going to draw an ice pick. Ooh, that's good. Get a resource. Alrighty, let's spread this doom out. So now there is 1 doom on both agendas. Yorick's encounter card is Hunted by Byakhee. Test agility 6. If you fail, reveal the top X cards of the encounter deck, where X is the amount you failed by. If at least 1 Byakhee enemy is revealed by this effect, choose and draw 1 of them. If at least 1 Omen Treachery is revealed by this effect, take a horror, shuffle the encounter deck. 3 to 6. -1. Fail by 4. Okay. Reveal the top 4 cards of the deck. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5. 4. Hex, Cultist, Omen, Omen. So Omen, he takes a horror. That's fine. And then it just says reveal, so we shuffle these back in. All right, and now Minh's card is Wizard of the Order. We know what his deal is. So spawns at any empty location. Let's spawn him at the North Tower, since I think we're going to go there. All right, Yorick, you're going to go first. You're going to move up here to the North Tower. Also, at the end of the Mythos phase, this guy would have gotten a doom. The North Tower says, the North Tower along the outer wall overlooks the town on one side and the tumultuous waters on the other. Freezing rain has made this path slippery and dangerous to follow. 2 shroud, 2 per clues. Forced after 1 or more doom is placed on the C agenda deck, each investigator at North Tower takes a horror. Wet stone steps lead higher up the path toward the Abbey. Above, black storm clouds threaten to overtake the island. And victory 1. Cool. We're going to swing with the chainsaw. 4, 5, 6 to 4. We're going to commit this overpower to go 8 to 4. -2, we succeed. Draw a card off of overpower. It is a Look What I Found. This guy is dead. We'll get to play something for our discard pile. Let's start with the let's start with the bandages. We're getting a lot of assets here. That costs 2 off of Schaffner's. Comes with 3 supplies. Move, fight, gain a resource. Actually, yeah, no, we'll just play the B cop now. That costs 4. So we are below the threshold, but hopefully we can bounce back up later on. Yeah. Sick. Min, you're going to move here. You are going to investigate with your Archaic Glyphs. We are 4. 5. We're going to play this card. Are we? Yes, we are. No, actually, we don't need to. Yes, okay. So we're not going to play that card. We're going to play Ice Pick. That costs us 1. We are 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we spend 2 secrets. 11 to 2. 11 minus 5 is 6. Yes, that'll work. Okay. 11 to 2. Oh, actually, that means we need to spend 1 less secret. So I'll spend 1 secret. So we're 9 to 2. Does that work out? No, we need to spend 1 more. 11 to 2. Yeah, I was right with that. Minus 1. 10 to 2, we succeed by 8. So we get all 4 clues because of our Archaic Glyphs. I'm not going to choose a discard, and the Resourceful will bring back this Look What I Found. Alrighty. Good job, Min. So she moved, she investigated, and I think that, yeah, she'll just move on. I hope that this one isn't the bad one. Broken Steps. Bolts of lightning silhouette the abbey above. A path of long, winding steps leads up the hill, branching into multiple routes as you draw nearer to the abbey. Forest Shroud, 0 clues. Forced. After you enter Broken Steps, you must either lose an action or draw the topmost Omen Treachery in the encounter discard pile. So she has no actions to lose, so she has to draw an Omen. Back. Omen. World's Merge. So she is testing 4 to 3. Take a horror and discard a card. That's not terrible, but I would like to avoid that. So she's going to commit a Guts. She is 4, 5, 6, 6, 2, 3. Tablets, reveal another token. Tablet, reveal another token. Ah! -3. Oh! Oh my god. That would have been terrible. Okay. We pass. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 to 3. Holy shit. We draw a card off of Guts. It is a lucky. That would have failed. And this is done. Alright, so that is their turns. Let's go to Upkeep. York is going to draw a Vicious Blow level 2. That's sick. We have 9 resources. Min is going to draw Pathfinder. Ooh, that's pretty good. Excited about that. Let's put a Doom on the A agenda because we don't want York to take any horror. Alright, so York is going to draw an Ancient Evils. He can take a horror. That's fine. I just want to spread out the Doom as much as I can. So York takes a horror. He will put it on the Beat Cop. Min is going to draw Crashing Floods. Revelation tests 3 agility. If you fail and agenda 1A is in play, take a damage and lose an action. We are 2 to 3. We're going to commit a Eureka and use our ability to go 4 to 3. Oh, fuck. Okay. Oh, gee. Oh, my game. Thank you. We succeed. So we're going to Eureka. 1, 2, 3. Deduction. Look what I found. Perception. Well, we're going to take the deduction. Holy shit. We're going really fast this game. I mean, that is in part due to Archaic Glyphs, of course, but we are going to go hyper mode in a sec. Okay, let me just move these assets around. This port to level and say is a little annoying. Okay. York is going to go first, I think. That is an omen. So there are no enemies, though. So I think he's free to just move here, lose an action, and then move here as his last action. Yeah. Okay. So we need to spend 6 clues. We have 6 clues. Or investigators in broken steps too. So Minh will spend those. And we flip this over. 3 shroud, 1 per clues. If there are 2 agendas in play with different agenda numbers, Abbey Church gets +2 shroud. Forced, when it is revealed, put the set aside Carcosa, Knight's Hall, Cloister, Chapel of St. Aubert, and Abbey Tower locations into play. Okay, that is the rest of the locations. That's all of these. Yep. Okay, so if I recall, Carcosa and Knight's Hall, no, sorry. Knight's Hall and Cloister are like down here. And they're like a triangle. Okay, so then Carcosa is here. And that goes up to the Abbey Tower. And then the Chapel of St. Aubert is connected to the Abbey Church. Okay, bit of a mess, but it'll have to do. By the way, Chapel of St. Aubert and Abbey Tower both say you cannot enter the chapel or the Abbey Tower unless you have found a guide or found the tower key, respectively. Okay, that is York's turn. Let's see what Minh is doing. Minh's going to go here. She's going to investigate for 5. 5. Yeah, 5. 5 to 3. No. Minh's going to go there. She's going to gain a resource. And then investigate 5 to 3. +1, okay. We will discard the ice pick to get both clues. And that is our turn. Let's go to enemy phase. Nothing. Upkeep. York is going to draw another Bandolier. I just realized this doesn't work like this. So, sorry this took me so long, but Bandolier and the backpack both take up the body slot. So I actually couldn't have played the second chainsaw from the Bandolier. From the backpack, I mean. So I think what I'm going to do to resolve that is the Bandolier is still going to be in our hand. This chainsaw is still going to be underneath the backpack. Yeah, I think that's the best way to resolve that. I won't refund I guess I can refund the resources. They were all off like Schaffner, so I don't really care. So yeah, apologies for that. I just realized that now. That's a little sad, but we'll see how it goes. Okay. It is York's turn, though. No, he just moved. And that was him. He just drew the thing. Then he gets a resource. Minh is going to draw another. Look what I found. Holy shit. And get a resource. Let's put a Doom on Agenda 1A. So there's 3 out of 5 there, 2 out of 5 there. York is going to draw an Acolyte. Let's put him in the Knight's Hall. Minh is going to draw a Mysterious Chanting. Place 2 Doom on the nearest cultist enemy. And that's the Acolyte. Okay. Okay. So how do we fix this? Yeah, that works. So we're going to play a Bandolier off of Schaffner's. That kicks the backpack out, which causes all of these to go to the discard pile. He's going to move, second action, to the Knight's Hall. Sorry. Rows of symmetrical stone pillars give this hall a sense of calm serenity that clashes with the torrent outside. 2 shroud, 1 per clues. As an action, if there are no clues on Knight's Hall, investigate. Investigate using agility instead of intellect. If you succeed, remember instead of discovering clues, remember that you have found the tower key. Okay. This guy is engaged with York. He is going to beat cop bandages this acolyte, killing it, and playing from his discard pile the other chainsaw. Yeah. That's the only way to get this out of the thing. So that costs 1 off of Schaffner's, 3 off of himself. Leaving him with 2. Enough for fine print, so that's good. And that has 3 supplies. Last action, he's going to gain a resource. We need to get back up to the threshold. All right, Minh. Minh. Can you investigate with foot? Is it even possible for you? It's kind of rough. You could try. I think we should play a Pathfinder now, though. Yeah, let's play Pathfinder. Use Pathfinder to move to Knight's Hall. Investigate Knight's Hall. We are 4-2. Oh, actually, sorry. We can play the magnifying glass from our hand. Because we might as well. 5-2. -3, you get a clue. And let's do it again. Tablet. -2. We got another clue. Okay, so we can try that next turn. We can use the Necronomicon to boost this up. I think we should be okay. Let's go to upkeep. No enemies. York is going to draw a Lost Soul. So we have more doubt than conviction. So test intellect 4 because we have 4 willpower. Okay, 2-4. -1, 2 damage. That's okay. And then we get a resource. Brings up to 9. Minh is going to draw a Scavenging. Ooh, okay. That's interesting. Spread out the doom. We are 3 out of 5 on both agendas. York's encounter card is a Swift Byakhee. You're dead. Minh is going to draw Ancient Eagles. We'll put it on A, I think. Let's have Minh trying to go first. Yeah. So, she is investigating 2-2. Oh, I didn't give her a resource, did I? I did not. There it is. Because I knew that I had money for Lucky, so. Yeah. 2-2. Let's use the Necronomicon to go for 6. 6-2. Lucky will get us out of a -5 if we need to, but I think this is fine. +1. Okay, fine, game. So Minh has found the tower key. That's her first action. She's going to Pathfinder over to the cloister. The open arcade of the cloister is normally restricted to the monastery's monks and religious leaders, but with the abbey seemingly abandoned, it takes little effort for you to sneak your way in. 2 shroud, 2 per clues. As an action, if there are no clues on cloister, parlay. Test willpower 3. If you succeed, remember that you have found a guide. A lone monk patrols the covered walk, surrounding himself in whispered prayer. He doesn't seem to notice the storm threatening to tear the abbey down. She has 2 actions remaining. I guess we just investigate. Yeah. Okay. 4-5-2. Yeah. I think it's a waste to use a deduction now, maybe. Although, we'll see. 5-2. -2, get a clue. Go again. -4. We fail. I'm not going to lucky that. York, chainsaw time. 4, 5, 6, 7 to 2 with the beat cop. -3, we kill the Swift Byakuya. Get to play something from our discard pile. It'll just be the Schaffners again, probably. Or we just play the Cherished Keepsake. Yeah, let's do that. Cherished Keepsake. Second action, let's move to the Cloister. Third action, gain a resource. Okay, so we are back at the 10 threshold. No enemies. Let's go to Upkeep. York will draw an Emergency Cash level 3. That is pretty good. Minh is going to draw a Perception and gain a resource. Alright, let's try and spread this out. We are 4 out of 5 on both accounts. York's encounter card is marked by the sign. Peril, Revelation, test 2 World Power. If you fail, take 2 Horror. If the Man in the Pallid Mask is in play, this is considered direct and it has +2 difficulty. We are 4 to 2 with the Bandolier. -1, we succeed. And Minh will draw Hunter Byakuya. So she is 2 to 6. We don't have anything for that, do we? Nah. I don't really think we need to worry about that as well. Skull is -4, so we fail by as much as we can. Fail by 6. So reveal the top 6. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Omen. Cultist. Omen. Pact. Monster. Cultist. So it's just an Omen, so we take a Horror. Do not have to draw any Byakuyas. So that's pretty good. Shuffle this up. And we are good to go. Minh's going to try and investigate again. She is 4, 5 to 2. Yeah. I think she can commit a look what I found. Yeah. 7 to 2. -1. Get a clue. She's gonna try this. She's gonna try this parlay. She's 4 to 3. We have lucky if we need it. 6. So we need 2 more. So we'll spend 1 resource off of higher education to go 6 to 3. -2, we succeed. So Minh has also found a guide. She's going to Pathfinder out. That was 2 actions. Last action, she's going to move to the Chapel of St. Aubert. And let's see what happens. Waves crash violently upon the rocks. The chapel stands lonely against the rain, barely able to survive the storm's onslaught. Ooh. The path is open. 3 shroud, 2 per clues. You can only discover clues in the Chapel of St. Aubert if you have 3 or fewer remaining sanity. Interesting. As an action, take up the 3 horror. In the water below, you can see the spires of Carcosa. You are almost there. You need only open the gates. And as 2 per clues. Okay, well, spoilers. We know what we need to do now. That is her turn. Yorick. What are you doing, York? What are you doing, York? That is a good question. I think we actually play the emergency cash for the money. So we get 5 resources. Move up here. And he's going to need to go down there. What do we do? I think Yorick stays there and just gets another resource. Yeah. Alright. No enemies. Yorick is going to draw. Cherish Keepsake. Gain a resource. Min is going to draw another magnifying glass. Excuse me. And a resource. Alright. So, which one do we want? We want that one. Yeah. So, let's advance. The ritual begins. As we put the 5th doom on it. Blue. It is. Blue Star's Demise. Alright, let me zoom in here. Zooming in. A little more. As the vortex grows in size and force, so too does it pull on reality. Debris and rubble start to float upwards, pulled into the terrible void. A thunderous crash shakes the island to its very core. Soon, the whole city will be destroyed by the maelstrom. I chose the wrong one. Oops. Shuffle the encounter discard pile and both set aside copies of Rift Seeker into the encounter deck. Okay. Rift Seeker, there you are. Oop. Check the current A agenda. If agenda 1A has 2 or fewer doom on it, mark a conviction in your campaign log. If agenda 1A has 3 or more doom on it, mark 1 doubt in your campaign log. It has 4, so we mark a doubt. We currently have 7 doubt and 2 conviction. If it's not the current agenda, don't mark anything. We're done. Okay, and the next agenda 2C, the entity above. The whirlwind over the island continues to rage. Blinding flashes of lightning and deafening thunder assault your senses. Is the vortex above the key to opening the path? If so, you have no choice but to beckon the entity closer. Each monster enemy gets +1 fight, and the same free triggered ability as before. We all get to draw a card if we do that. And it is now the draw and counter card step of the Mythos phase. So let me just quickly shuffle this, and here we go. Yorick's card is marked by the sign again. He is 4-2, sorry. He'll commit this Cherish Keepsake. Actually, no, I kind of want to fail this. So let's leave it like that. We are 4-2. -2. Okay, we pass. Min's encounter card is Twisted to His Will. If there is no doom in play, against Surge. Otherwise, sorry, I forgot to zoom out here. Test Brain X 4. So willpower 4. 4-4, huh? Discard 2 random cards in your hand. Oh, that's not good. So we might as well spend a resource from Higher Education to go 6-4, and I think that is good. Yeah. Tablet. +1. Oh, good job. We pass. Min's going to go first. She's going to Pathfinder here. And I wonder where we're going. She's going to go to the Kergotique. First action. A long pool of blood spreads slowly across the floor, leading toward the Kergotique. 3 Shroud, 1 Precludes. As an action, place 1 Doom on the current A agenda. He'll do damage. I was surprised. Lightning flashes through the windows of the Abbey, thunder quickly answering in a booming voice all across the island. I don't care. Second action, let's go to the Abbey Tower, because she has found the tower key. Dark lightning crashes throughout the air. Surrounding the top of the tower is a whirlwind of black clouds and bellowing wind. 2 Shroud, 3 Precludes. Spires Forbidden. As you peer into the vortex above, you can see the hooded shape of H-Guy looming beyond, a hand outstretched. His laughter echoes throughout your mind. Victory 2. If you're wondering why I went up here. Okay. Last action, Investigate using Archaic Glyphs. So we are 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 against 2. Is that enough? 14 minus 5 is 9 to 2. We succeed by 6. That will get us everything. Because succeed by 6 gets us 4 clues. Deduction gives us 2 more. Okay. Sounds good. 14 to 2. Zero. Jesus Christ. We for sure get all 6 clues. Let's first draw a card from Perception. It's Dr. Miley Christopher. There you are. Get all 6 clues. And that's it. Jesus, bejesus. This is insanely good. Alright, that's Min's turn. Yorick. What are you doing? Should we gain money? Yeah. We're going to spend 2 clues to activate the Tide Rise. Oh, actually. Oh, it can cause the agenda to advance. So that's good. So this advances. I want this to advance. Red Dawn's Sunrise. Let me zoom back in. The tide continues to rise rapidly. The outer walls of the village assaulted by hurricane-force winds and freezing rain. The storm only grows in intensity as the evening turns to night. Soon, the tide water will completely flood the city. Shuffle the encounter discard pile and both set aside copies of Tidal Terror into the encounter deck. And Agenda 1C is not in place, so we do not mark anything. Okay, let me zoom back out. Oh, sorry, hold on. We have another agenda to read. I'm zooming back in, sorry. Let the storm rage. The angry sea continues to barrage the island. Waves crash against the walls and rain pelts the rooftops. Is the rising sea the key to opening the path? If so, you have no choice but to let the storm rage on. Each copy of Ancient Evils gains Surge. For each ability, Investigator spend the thing, we gain 2 resources. Speaking of, we do that right now. Okay. So we both gain 2 resources. Yorick still has a whole turn left because that was a free triggered ability. Let me zoom back out. Huh? What is he even doing? We try to investigate here. Oh no, we don't have the sanity. You can draw. Try and get the fine print out of the way. I'm not opposed to that. Okay, let's draw a card. Backpack. Draw another one. There it is. Fine print. Good. Lose 7 resources. Perfect. That's 5. This 3 becomes 1. So we're back at 12. We were at 19 before. Excellent, excellent. Then let's draw another card. Peter Sylvester, I need you. Actually, I don't need you. I'll need you next scenario, if you know what I mean. Okay, that's their turns. Let's go to upkeep. York's going to draw another Schaffner's. Gain a resource. Min is going to draw Cryptic Research. Oops. Come on. And a resource. Alright, so we want this one. 1 out of 6. Min will draw. Sorry, Yorick, I'm sorry. Yorick is the lead investigator, that's what this means. So Yorick draws the Tidal Terror. It spawns at Porte Levante or Chapel of Saint-Aubert. It's a hunter. We'll just put it down here. Min is going to draw Black Stars Rise. Test 4 intellect. If you fail, you must either place a doom on the current agenda or take a horror for each point you fail by. I'm okay putting doom on the agenda now, so we are 4 to 4. Skull is a -1. We fail. We will put a doom on that agenda. because we can choose when it says current agenda. Okay, Min. Pathfinder. And then move to the Chapel of Saint Aubert. Do I do it? Do I do it? This goes against all known laws and rules of this campaign. Fuck it. Haster. All right. I'm gonna rule it, since I'm controlling both of them, that Min and York both take a whore. I know it's kind of bullshitting, but you gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I mean? Sometimes you have to speak his name in order to punch him in the face. I don't know what I'm talking about. All right, last action. Min is gonna investigate the Chapel of Saint Aubert. Oh, she still has 4 sandy remaining. Fucking Haster again. I don't care. I'm gonna speak because of my hubris. I'm gonna make it so that it's direct. I can't put it on the teddy bear, even though that'd be really funny. And now we're investigating with Archaic Glyphs. We are 4-5 to 3. We're gonna play the cryptic research while we're doing this. So draw 3 cards. Oh Jesus. Okay, hold on. Hypochondria. Lost Soul has to be resolved afterwards because we're currently in a skill test. So we're currently 5 to 3. Let's just commit all the bullshit. Magnifying Glass, we'll use our ability. So that puts us at 7 to 3. We'll also spend like 3 of our money from higher education to go 4, 5, 6, 7 plus 6 is 13 to 3. That should be good enough. Zero. Okay. We definitely succeed by at least 6. So we get all the clues. And then we resolve Lost Soul. We have more doubt than conviction, so we're testing 4 to 4. And I'm okay if we fail this. Zero. Okay, game. Jesus Christ. The game is being really nice to me, and it kind of scares me. We're also going to fast this into our hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, okay. That is their turns. Did York have a turn yet? No, York has not had a turn yet. What are we talking about? So York is going to play Peter. He has a charisma, so he can do that. And then go here, and then gain a resource. All right, hunter enemies. This one will move up. Upkeep. York is going to draw Vicious Blow level 2. Gain a resource. Min is going to draw Shortcut. Gain a resource. Make sure that these are over here. All right, there's 3 Doom out of 6. Oh, I should have used the ability. That's fine. York is going to draw a Rift Seeker. Forced. After Rift Seeker attacks you, you must either take an additional damage and horror or place a Doom on each agenda in play. As an action, place 1 Doom on each agenda in play and take 2 horror. Parlay. Discard Rift Seeker. And Min's card is a Wizard of the Order. He's going to go there. At the end of the Mythos phase, he gets Doom. Okay, so quickly, we're going to spend 2 clues to put a Doom on this agenda. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Doom in play. You know what? Before we do that, I just want this to advance. We're gonna Min is gonna go first. She's gonna take an action to place a Doom on each agenda in play and take 2 horror. So yeah, 6 horror on us. One Doom on each agenda in play. 1, 2. Parlay, discard Rift Seeker. Then she's going to spend 2 clues. I think I spent 1 too many, but I don't care. Place a Doom on this agenda. this can cause the agenda to advance. And now there's currently 6 Doom in play with this Wizard of the Order. So we advance this by also removing the Doom on the Wizard of the Order. And let's see what happens. The Path to Carcosa. Roll credits. The ritual is almost complete. All that is left is to find the gate and step through. Remove the remainder of this agenda deck from the game and replace it with the set-aside Act 3A card. Advance to that act. Okay, Act 3A. Open the path below. Tide water churns around the walls of the city. Layers of reality unfold. Reflected in the depths below, you can see the twisted spires of Carcosa. You have no choice but to dive in. Objective: if each undefeated investigator is at the Chapel of St. Aubert and there are no clues on that location, advance, which is right now, to Carcosa. Only you can stop H-Man from escaping his prison. You dive into the churning waters and open the path to Carcosa, the realm of madness. R1. Holy shit, we completely stomped that scenario. Mainly due to Archaic Glyphs, but, you know, that's how it is. R1, yes. Here it is. Zooming in. Resolution 1, sorry, it's at the top there. There it is. You hold your breath as you swim through freezing water and toward the spires below. As you get closer, you see ripples through the water, as though you are peering into a reflection upon the sea's surface. You break through the surface and gasp as air fills your lungs. In your campaign log, record that you open the path below. Remove all of the tokens from the bag, then add 2 cultists and 2 tablets. So we don't add Elder Things. We do add these cultists, though. Cool. If Ashley Clark, nope. Each investigator earns experience equal to victory X, and we are done. All right. Well, Jesus Christ. that went a lot faster than it normally goes. I mean, okay, so let's talk about this card. This card is fucking nuts. Especially, I mean, not especially, but I am doing some broken stuff. Like, I didn't even manage to scavenge the Necronomicon. I literally just dumped all of my hand into one test, and I knew that there were going to be 6 clues here to get all the clues. It's kind of busted. Yeah, this card. So, if you're wondering why I'm playing with this card to begin with, obviously, I mean, like, I know it's a really, really good card. It came out in Carcosa, though, so, you know, I got to show it off, but kind of regretting it. We'll see, though. All right, I'm going to go clean this up. And let's talk about upgrades. So if both of them had 5 experience to spend. That's how much victory we had in the last scenario. So Yorick is going to purchase a level 3 Lucky. I was debating whether or not this is going to be Lucky or Eucatastrophe. So we're going to go with Lucky. I don't know. I mean, it's both are really good, obviously. I'm gonna try the Lucky out, though. And with the last 2, we're going to purchase our second copy of Peter Sylvester to hopefully see him sooner, if you know what I mean. And then we are getting rid of the 2 Look What I Found for that, because I think that Minh has enough Cluevering. All right, as for Minh, she's going to purchase 2 level 2 shortcuts. Because for this final scenario, there's going to be a lot of places that we're going to go moving around frequently. So I think these are going to be helpful. Even though they cost 1 more, I think they're going to be good for the last scenario. Who knows? With our 1 experience left, she's going to purchase the level 1 Burn After Reading. Came out on Edge of the Earth. It exiles things, but it gets 2 clues. That's the most important part. But also, last scenario, so we don't really care about exiling stuff. And maybe we could remove a Doom with it? Who knows? And we will be removing her last copy of Eureka and the 2 shortcuts for that as well. Alrighty, so that was Black Star's Rise. We crushed it, as I said before. Yeah, let's see what happens when we go. We're in Carcosa now. If you like this video, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click the notification bell to be notified when I post a new video. It really helps out the channel. This has been SuperFig99, signing off.